fatherhood, movies, rants, ridiculous news, and everything else that makes you ask, what the hell is going on? From stand-up comedian Chris Kidder, this is Kidder, comedy without a filter. Life's already ridiculous. You might as well laugh at it.
Welcome to Kidder, comedy without a filter. That's right, folks. We're back with episode 2. Episode dos. Episode dooski. I don't know. Like, how else do you say 2? Roman numeral 2? 2 L's? No L's? Anyways, let's just start with an opening rant. I want to talk about passwords. That's right. I'm talking about passwords. Why does every password require 47 characteristics? Like, not only do I gotta capitalize, lowercase, I have to now add question marks and exclamation points, spaces, funny emojis, whatever. I literally have 400 passwords and I can only remember three. And you know what? I've started to use the same passwords for everything. I don't know about you. I want to start going back to the OG. I'm going to use the word password for my password, right? And if you ever watched the movie Hackers back circa 1994, 1995, maybe 96, Hackers, the main villain, the main guy, his password was God. Capital G-O-D. How lame is that? Here's the problem, folks. If we ever find ourselves in a situation where the grid goes down, the world falls apart for 5 days, maybe 5 weeks, we are F-U-C-T. We are... That's right. How are you going to get into your bank? What if your facial recognition on your phone doesn't work? What if... Is Apple too big to fail? Android too big to fail? We're going to lose if we keep going down this road. Let's simplify passwords. Why is Apple, iOS recommending these 20, 30, 40 keyword? They look like super complex, let's just say like credit card numbers, right? But a credit card number is, to me, is easy to memorize. It's only 16 digits. We're going way bigger with Apple passwords. They're suggesting it to you so that it becomes impossible to break. But it's so impossible, like you can't break that password. What if your face is broken and now your face recognition doesn't work? What happens if you get maimed in an alley? Someone with a knife attacks you. Will Apple let you in to your apps at that point? I don't know. I just feel very strongly like quit with the freaking passwords. We don't need 30, 40 character long passwords. I have some very unique passwords. I'm not going to disclose them here. No one in a million years is going to guess them. This is not a challenge to any hackers out there. Please leave me alone. Awesome. Here we go. Kidder, comedy without a filter, episode 2. I got a lot of fun stuff to talk about today. The first thing I want to get into is our weekly rant. Everything requires an app. This is just a piggyback off the password. Everything requires an app. Everybody wants to get in on the app. Why do I need an app? Why do I need an app to get my coffee? I go to Starbucks almost on a day. I like to say I'm putting my baristas through college. That's how much money I spend at Starbucks. It's insanity how much money I'm dishing out at Starbucks. Just singles. It's funny. I just met someone. I met this lady at work and she had shingles. Yes. I was like, stay away. And I was like, all the shingle ladies. If you know a woman with shingles, please take that. Go to your girlfriend, your wife, a friend at work, and go, all the shingle ladies. Okay, that's not funny if you have shingles. It's funny if you don't. But why at Starbucks do I need an app? I used to like the little cards you'd punch out, like, oh, if you get 10 coffees, your 11th coffee is free. I liked that method. But why do we even need that? We don't. If you look at the data on my phone, 90% of it is just data and downloads of apps. It's not photos, it's not videos, it's apps. Because everybody wants an app. And I'm getting sick of, hey, you want to give us some personal information so you can download our app? No. You know, I get about 500 emails a day from nobody. I don't know about you, but my spam is through the roof. So now when someone emails me, I have to be like, hey, what time did you send it? Hey, are you going to send me an email? Are you going to send it to me in the next half hour? Because I don't want to have to go and start scrolling to find some vital information from an email that I'm expecting. I get so much spam. You know why? A lot of it's these apps. They take your data, they take your email address, your phone number, and they sell it. There's a lot of money in reselling lists. I'm someone who used to sell real estate. When you sell real estate, you will pay a lot of money for a data list of people who live in Southern California. If you're a realtor in Phoenix, Arizona, you're going to pay for a list. Those lists can come from like Macy's. Macy's has an app, and Macy's, when you go to check out and they're like, oh, can I get you so I was going to say social security number. That'd be funny if they asked us for a social security. But they're like, hey, can I get your email? And you hear people all the time, sure, it's Chris-Kidder@Hotmail. And I don't care because I get so much spam at that email address. Chris-Kidder@Hotmail.com. Wonderful. That just went into a list. I bet you they can guess my first and last name from that email because that's what most people do. And now Macy's goes and sells that list to hundreds of people, if not thousands of people every year, so people can data mine on that list. That's why you get phone calls. That's why you get random emails. Hey, Chris, do you want to sign up for this? No, I don't. Leave me the alone. That's what I want you to do. Take me off your list. I'm starting to become that crotchety old man that's like, don't call me. How did you get this number? Take me off your list. That's me. That's me. Like, I don't want to be that way. I hate being an asshole, but I have to be to some people. Because I'm like, dude, when people call me, like, hey, Chris, are you interested? Do you have any buyers for this piece of property in Montebello, California? No, I don't freaking have any buyers. In fact, I haven't had buyers in 6 years. I don't do real estate anymore. It's been a long time. But everybody out there has Chris Kidder's number. And they want to call me, and they want to email me, and they want to text me. Fuck off. Get out of my life. Here's another one. The schools. Why do I need an app to send my kid to 7th grade? Why? Like, why? Just email me. Have it go in the list of all the other crappy emails I'm already getting. I don't give a shit that you have a fundraiser on Thursday night. Hey, all the parents should go to In-N-Out Burger and buy food, and 10% goes to our school. F off. I don't care. Like, isn't it enough? I pay taxes. I pay property taxes. There's a lot of money coming out for the school. It's not a private school, and it's not like a charter school. Like, dude, I don't have to fundraise for you anymore. No more. Take me off your list. And how about Taco Bell? Taco Bell, is it okay if we know your location? No. Why does Taco Bell need to know where I'm located? Just give me the damn tacos. I just want tacos. $1.99. Give me your tacos and leave me the F alone. No more apps. No more apps. Awesome, guys. I was going to say parking meters too. Parking meters kind of make sense. But here's the thing. If there's a parking meter, I shouldn't have to use an app. Take the meters off the side of the street and replace it with an app system. And then we're universal across the board. Or the app shit needs to go away. And let me use the can of change in my car. Let me use the dimes, the nickels, the quarters. Apps, go away. That's all I'm saying. Go away, apps. Nobody likes you. Unless you're food apps. We like food apps. Not food apps on your phone. Food appetizers. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, bloomin' onion, baby. My wife hates bloomin' onions. All right, next segment. Dad Minute. Our Dad Minute, which usually ends up being like 5 minutes. I'm sorry. I got to rant on this one. I don't know about you. If you have children or you're thinking about having children or don't want children, yes to all the above. Yes to all the above. My kids feel like I owe them. I don't know where this started. Why do my kids feel like I owe them? I don't know about you. This is how I feel. Okay, you know what? As a parent, this is what you owe your child. You owe your child a warm bed and a safe place to sleep at night. You owe them basic free education. And I say that. Free public system education. You don't owe your kids private school. You don't owe your kids college, technically. I would go there. You don't owe your kids college. If your kids want college and you can make it happen, it is your job to do the due diligence, I think, to help them and guide them into college. Help them with financial aid. Help them read documents, because a 17-year-old kid does not know how to read financial aid, loan documents. You have to be there as a parent to guide them through that process. But somewhere along the line, my kids think I owe them. No, I do not. I do not owe you shit. I don't. Besides safety, basic comfort, I'll put some clothes on your back. I will feed you, but I don't owe you shit. Okay, I'll tell you this. Like my daughter, Riley, she got it in her head that we owed her a car, a brand new car at that. First off, girl could have got her license at 16. She waited until she was 18 and a half to get her license. Like right as she's running out the door to go to college. Oh, I think I'll get my license now. By the way, where's my new car? No! Like where? Why? Who the F are you? Okay, you're my princess. I love you with all my heart. You're my baby girl, and you always will be. But also, parents, you know what you also owe your kid? You owe them the cold, hard truth about the world. Reality check. Not smacking them physically, but mentally. Getting them prepared for the world. And the world, as Rocky would say, would beat you into the ground. You have to teach your child how to fend for themselves, how to survive, survival skills, instill those survival instincts. And by handing everything out to your child, you're not doing that. So my child thinks, oh, we owe her a brand new car. Not a car, a used car, but a brand new car. She wants a brand new Honda Civic. No. And I told my daughter, I go, listen, and this was over a year ago, mind you. This wasn't recent, but over a year ago, we're looking at cars, and she wanted a brand new car. And I was like, baby, I'm not going to get you a new car. And she started giving me the daddy, I'm sad tears. You know, the big crocodile tears. I'm sad. Where's my new car? Like, girl, listen. And I told her, I go, look, as much as I'd love to buy you a new car, and it would make me feel great and make her feel even better, I think. The problem is you're going to go off to college, and some dumbass 18-year-old kid is going to get out of their car and just bam into your new Honda Civic and dent it up. You're going to come to my house and I'm going to be steaming. I'm going to be screaming about that little ding on the side of your car. And you're going to be like, well, I mean, it sucks. I'm sad. But you know who's really going to be upset? Me, because I paid for it. Not you, because you didn't pay for it. Like, if you pay for your own shit, if you pay for your own shoes, you take care of them, you make sure they stay nice and white on the edges, and you take care of them. But if your mom and dad buy you these shoes, you're like, they'll buy me another pair. So I convinced her, we're getting you a used car. And we got her a nice used Honda Civic. She had that car for like 2 weeks and crunched the bumper. She crunched the bumper into a curb, to which I fixed it myself. I'm not a mechanic. I don't know how to do body work. I went down YouTube University. Oh yeah, shout out to YouTube University. And I figured out how to fix it. So I saved a lot of money in labor doing it myself. Awesome. Fast forward. I just got a tattoo down my leg. Now tattoos are way more expensive than they used to be. I spent almost $2,000 on this tattoo. Found a good artist, did this whole design down my whole leg, and it was $1,700 for the day. It was almost an 8-hour session. That's a lot of money. My daughter was all excited. She went with her friend. Her friend went and got her tattoo the other day. And now my daughter's like, oh, I have FOMO. I want to get my tattoo. Look, baby girl, I love you. As a parent, a lot of parents are like, I don't want my kids to get tattoos. I don't care. We've had this discussion. Put it in a spot where it's not like, showing on your neck, your face, your forearms, that kind of stuff. Like keep it concealed. And I'm more on the idea of you should wait till you're older, till you really know what you want, because you're still young. And then you're going to have to get tattoo removal if you don't like it, all that kind of crap. But she came home the other day, and I told her, I said, listen, you need to get a job so you can pay for the tattoo. She's like, oh, I thought you were going to buy me one. And I said, no. And look, my mistake, I put it in her head like, oh, like maybe we'll go get matching tattoos, for your birthday. She was all excited about that. And then I've had time to think about it. And she got really upset with me. She acted like I owe her a tattoo. I owe her ink on her body. I owe her body art. Like, girl, I don't owe you shit. And I work in the film industry, and it's contractual. So I'm busy, and then I'm not busy. I'm busy, and then I'm not busy. So I have to manage my funds appropriately. And right now, I don't have $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 to put a tattoo on you. And my wife is kind of against it anyways. My wife doesn't have tattoos, and she is kind of against us getting our daughter a tattoo. She knows she's going to get one. But me funding it, me paying for it, my wife's not all in on that one. Yeah, I don't know. Like, let's not be like just handing money over to our kids. Like, go get a job. Like, my daughter's never had a job. She doesn't know what it's like to have your money just disappear because you spent it and now your bank account's empty. She doesn't know what that's like. She doesn't know what it's like to be out of a job or get fired from a job or quit a job and not know how she's going to pay her bills. She doesn't know what that's like. But she does know what it's like. Say, Mommy, Daddy, can I have something? And then getting it. And then when she doesn't get it, the crocodile tears start rolling down her face. And then her mom and dad cave and go, okay, baby, we love you. Here you go. She knows what that's like. Enough. People do not endorse that behavior. Say no and no. Maybe that's the title of today's episode. No, don't do it. Next segment. What were they thinking? What were they thinking? I got 2 parts on what were they thinking. Bad and good. First, we're going to start with bad. Smart appliances. Maybe, again, piggybacking off all the technology stuff of the day. Smart appliances. Who thought we needed appliances that were connected to Wi-Fi or Bluetooth? Like, why does everything have to be smart? Have you ever seen the movie WALL-E? You know what happens when everything becomes smart? Humans become the dumb people. The dumb people. Humans are the only people. We become the dumbness. I can't even word this right. But like, our intelligence just drops to the floor. You ever see WALL-E? Like, these people are shot into space. Everything is done for them. They're sitting in these chairs. And because of anti-gravity in space and them just sitting and not exercising, they just become fat and bloated and just and like food is fed to them and liquids are fed to them and they are just pushed around all day long being told what to do and what to think. And I feel like that's what's happening. Like, why? You know what I found out? Your iPhone, and I think Android does the same thing, but iPhones takes your cameras on your phones take photos of you without you knowing, like every minute. I think it's multiple times a minute. Your phone's just snapping photos. It's not saving, but it's data that's being shared back with Apple for many reasons. Have you ever been walking around somewhere, had your phone out, and then all of a sudden you're being recommended advertisements because of what was in front of you? For example, you're at an ice cream place, or you're taking a photo of your friend. They're eating ice cream or whatever, and all of a sudden you're getting ads for Baskin & Robbins or Thrifty's ice cream or something like that on your Instagram reel or your Instagram feed. That's because of the data being shared back and forth in real time. And photos are being taken on both sides of your cameras. The front-facing camera, back-facing camera, all the time. Like, why do we need more of that in the house? And I want to say, like, I was walking through Home Depot, and I was looking at some appliances, and I got to the refrigerator section, and I saw on the front panel of a refrigerator a giant, would look like 3 iPads stuck together down the whole face of this refrigerator. And as I walked up and got closer, because it was illuminated, I realized that someone put it on Pornhub.com. That's right. Someone, ha ha ha. First off, why is it connected to the internet? It's in Home Depot. Like, it's great. Show me, like, put a piece of paper on it and show me what it would look like. Someone literally had this refrigerator connected to Wi-Fi, and you can go and browse the internet while you're just standing at your refrigerator. And someone in Home Depot had the balls, the cojones to go up and type in a porn site and just leave it there on some videos. Like, come on, that's a little disturbing, folks. Where are we going with the human race when we start doing that? There's children. Like, if I walked around the corner holding my kid's hand and saw that, I would have lost my mind. I would have been calling my lawyer. I would have been getting management over there. I would have been extremely upset. I know some people might laugh and be like, ha, 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 that's funny. It is kind of funny, but not to a parent, not to someone who has kids. But again, it's not even about that. It's like, why do we need this? I was reading, like, for the refrigerator specifically, you can put in delivery dates. You know, if you go to like Amazon Fresh or whatever it's called, like I think I have a buddy who orders produce and stuff off of Amazon, and they'll deliver it. And you can set up returning, reoccurring orders. So like every Thursday, you're going to get your cart of produce. Cool. Awesome. Well, you can automate your refrigerator. And then there's cameras on the inside. So not only does this screen let you connect and browse the internet and play Candy Crush and all kinds of stupid games you would normally have on your iPad or your phone, it also has cameras on the inside of your refrigerator, so you can put it on the inside view of your freezer and everything, and you can see what's on the inside without opening the door. Well, that's efficient because now you're not wasting electricity by letting air out. You're using electricity for a giant mega iPad glued to the front of this thing. Do you understand that? People's idea of like carbon footprints and stuff, it's absolutely absurd. You think you're saving electricity, you're saving energy by not spending fuel on gasoline because I got an electricity car. But then you don't realize the carbon footprint of the electric car and the batteries and the metals that go into it. And then also like the fuel that's used to create the electricity to charge up your stupid car. Come on, people. Don't be cheap and don't buy these smart appliances. Stay away from the smart appliances. That's all I'm saying. Stay away from them. Like, why do I need to check my phone to see if my wash and the dryer, if they're done with the cycle? Can't you listen to the beep around the corner? Do you really need to be out having dinner with your folks and then pull out the app on your phone and be like, oh, Mom, Dad, I got to get going. I got to fold this load of laundry. It's just finishing up at home. Like, turn that shit off. Enjoy the presence of your parents. Like, enjoy being around your friends. Why are we using that as an excuse? Why do we got to hook everything up? Oh, well, I need my AC to be on like a smart thermostat. Why? Does it need to connect to your phone? Do you need an app for that too? Right? You need an app, 47 character password, and then someone's gonna hack you at some point, and they're gonna crank your heater up to 90 when it's already 105 degrees outside your house in Southern California. And you come home and your house is just boiling at 155 because it's been cranking the heat and it's been boiling all day, and the 105 heat is gonna feel like the inside of your car after it's been sitting in the parking lot for 6 hours in the sun. Yeah, come on. Turn the smart devices off. They're called smart devices. They are making us dumber. That's what they're doing. They're not making us smarter. The fact that like everyone's using Waze or Google Maps or iPhone apps or whatever, iPhone maps to get from point A to point B is making us dumber. I bet you anything if I dropped a Thomas guide, you know, those big thick maps, if I would have dropped one of those in front of my kids right now, they would not be able in a million years be able to find their way across LA to a spot on that map. Guaranteed. If I just gave them an address in Watts, California, not that I'd send my kids to Watts. Shout out to Watts. But if I wanted to send my kids to Watts and I just gave them an address and said, here's the Thomas guy, figure it out, they would end up in like Albuquerque, New Mexico. That's where they'd end up. They have no idea how to read a map. Good thing my kids have a good sense of direction, unlike my wife. Now, my wife, she can be told to make a right and she'll make a left. In 400 yards, make a right. She's making a left, folks. That's what she's going to do. You know, she's the worst navigator on the planet. My wife will sit in the passenger seat. I give her the iPhone with Waze or whatever, and I turn the voice off because I don't want to hear it. I'm listening to music. And she'll be like, oh, babe, up here, make a right. And I'll make a right. And she'll be like, oh, I'm sorry. It's making us turn around. I'll be like, what? And she's like, yeah, it wants us to do a U-turn. I think you were supposed to make a left. You just said make a right. How hard is it to read a map? Especially when it tells you which way to go. But yeah, turn the smart devices off, folks. Get smarter. Pick up a book. Pick up a map. Pick up some social skills. Go join Toastmasters. Come on, folks. Get smarter. Not dumber. I was going to say get smarter, not harder. But that's weird. Ooh, let's not say that. But what were they thinking? Here's a good thing. Here's one of the things I do think we need more of. Not smart devices, but like I want robots in the house, and this might be a little conflicting, but like so we have the iRobot. What are they called? The little vacuums, right? They're produced by iRobot, but they're called something else. What are they called? I just have it on my paper as robot vacuums. The Roomba, right? It's a Roomba. So Roombas, I think, are awesome unless you have a dog. Even if you have a dog, they're kind of awesome. Your dog's going to try to battle it every other day. But Roombas are great, right? They're not necessarily smart devices. You don't have to have the smart ones. You can just have the ones that you just turn on, turn off. They're smart in their own way because they read the room, what most of us should be doing more often. Read the room. But these vacuums go around. They have a little sensor. They'll tap a wall. They'll tap the leg of a chair, and they turn 90 degrees to the left, to the right, whatever. They clean themselves. They clean themselves. They clean themselves. They're cleaning the floor. And then when the battery gets lower, they know, oh, I need to go back to my charging station, and then I'll continue later when my battery's refilled. That's extremely awesome. And another thing, like, yes, I could hire someone, a housekeeping service, to come into my house and clean things. And I've tried this before. They're never, in my experience, they're never very good because you're not going to clean it as well as you. Like, no one's going to take care of your shit better than you, ever. Whether it's someone washing your car, someone washing your dishes, someone washing your cleaning your bathroom. Like, no one's going to do it better than you. They're just not. The reason is because you care more. But you know what doesn't care more or doesn't care less? Robots. They don't care. They don't have places to be. They don't have things to do other than what you tell them to do. You know, Tesla has this new robot coming out called, it's Elon's robot thing. It's called the Tesla Optimus. The Tesla Optimus. The Tesla bot, right? And this thing, he's estimating is going to cost about $20,000. So less than the price of a car, you can have a Tesla robot in your house, and it will wash your clothes, fold your laundry, wash your dishes, vacuum the floor, all the household stuff around your house. Now, I get it. We've all seen the movie iRobot. We've all seen the movie iRobot starring Will Smith, and we've seen how that ended up. But I'm more in lines with the movie AI, which was a Spielberg movie. I think it came out around 1998 or something, 1999. AI, right? With starring Jude Law and that little kid from The Sixth Sense. I worked with him in a movie, side note. He was actually a really nice fella. what's his name? Like Osmo, like Harold. No, not I was gonna say Harold. Like Osmond, whatever his name is. Whatever. It doesn't matter. He's a very nice fella. Nice guy to work with. Little chubby, chunky butt right now. He gained weight. Thought he'd lose his baby fat. No, he gained his baby fat. Nice dude. But like AI, that movie, like that's my idea of future robots, right? Not the other way, which is the iRobot movie with Will Smith where they all get turned against us. They start dominating, right? Like that's what most people think it's going to do. Or like Terminator, we're going down that route. We might be. Who knows? Who knows? But until then, I'm all favor for hiring or buying an iRobot, a Tesla robot, a Tesla Optimus. And of course, I'm going to call him Prime. It's going to be a dude, and I'm going to give him the name Prime. And he's going to clean my laundry for my wife. And he's going to clean the dishes for my son. And he's going to chop the wood for my smokers, for me. He'll get another side job and make some money so he can go buy a new Honda Civic for my daughter. That's it. I think it's a good idea. We'll see what happens. We'll report back when people start getting, I don't know, maybe they'll get in their sleep from these robots. Hopefully not. That sounds horrible. That sounds so horrible. No, let's not do that. All right. Kidder Recommends. This is a segment where I talk about stuff that I like or what I don't like. Usually movies, television, documentaries, stuff like that, comedy shows, stuff like that. Stuff that I'm really into. I love watching movies. I love watching TV shows, and I love talking about them, and I love recommendations from other people, but I love recommending for others too. Last week we talked about Odyssey and Spider-Man. Kind of compared them, pros and cons of each. I also want to talk about my couch scale. We're going to call this the couch scale, me sitting on the couch. So if I give it a 5, this is put your phone down. Put your phone down and pay attention. This a 5. If I'm giving it a 5, you better put that phone down and pay attention because this is worth the watch. 4, definitely watch it. That's if I give something a 4, you definitely go out there and watch it. If I give something a 3, you can watch it while eating. Like, eat some pizza. You're engaging, you're watching, you're paying attention, but you're like, dude, the pepperoni on this pizza is fantastic. Oh, wait, what'd they say? Here, rewind real quick. If I give it a 2, watch it while scrolling. This is what my wife likes to do. When I'm watching a nice action movie starring Bruce Willis or Mel Gibson, my wife will sit there on the couch and be watching it, but she loves to just scroll Instagram and shop on Amazon. She'll do that while I'm watching one of my fun action movies. So that's a number 2. If I give it a 1, go do laundry. Go do laundry. Don't hire the robot to do your laundry. Don't watch the movie. Don't watch the show. Don't watch whatever it is. It's a 1. Go do laundry. Go fold. It's a better option for you. We're going to start with Pluribus. I don't know about you. If you have Apple TV, if you don't have Apple TV, go get Apple TV. Speaking of apps that you should have, don't need an app for everything, but you definitely need an app for Apple TV. Get that stuff and watch everything you can. Consume Apple TV. I have not seen a bad show on Apple TV yet. Pluribus. This is Vince Gilligan, the guy, the creator, the writer of Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. He came out with Pluribus. Pluribus, I'm only a few episodes in, and it's got me on the edge of my seat. I'm like, this is the funniest dark comedy, weird thing I've seen in a long time. I have to recommend this show. The actors, phenomenal. The idea, phenomenal. And again, I'm not here to do any spoilers. If I do a spoiler, I will tell you right away, like, spoiler alert. Turn it down for the next 30 seconds or the next minute. Fast forward. But there's no spoilers here because I'm still watching Pluribus. But as of now, few episodes in, fabulous show. Absolutely. The writing, the acting, the setting, the commitment is so good. Like Apple, how does Apple keep knocking them out? One, you know who else not usually just knocks them out of the park? Pixar. You know what Pixar does? Pixar goes, you know what? We're going to create one movie a year. And we're going to put all our eggs in that basket. And we're going to pump in all the resources. We're going to write the best script. We're going to animate the best movie we can potentially animate. And they've been doing it for years, knocking them out of the park. And then Apple comes in and says, you know what we're going to do? We don't need the deepest catalog. We don't need the Netflix catalog. But what we're going to do is we're going to really create some amazing content for anybody who's willing to bet on us and subscribe and pay for our service. We're going to give them top-notch content. We're going to give them the best action stuff. We're going to give them the best comedy stuff. We're going to give them the best drama. We're going to give them the best of the best. And so far, they have just knocked them out of the park one after another, one after another. I have to recommend Pluribus. Go watch it. It is I would say a 4.5. This is between the definitely watch it and put your phone down. And the only reason why I say that is because we are so glued to our phone. And if you're watching it on your phone, then maybe not put your phone down because you're watching it on your phone with the app. But if you connect the app to your Xbox or your PlayStation or whatever and you're watching it on your TV, put your phone down. You can put your phone in your lap at least. I understand if you got to hit pause, you pause. But definitely watch it. So I'm going to put this one at like a 4.5. And maybe later it goes up to a 5 or it goes down to a 4 because I haven't watched all of it. But I am working on it. Something that I definitely think is a 1, the Warhammer Tournament Championship Series, right? So I'm into Warhammer. I play Warhammer. But watching someone play the game Warhammer is like watching golf. Who the hell watches golf? Fuck you if you watch golf. Get a life. Go pick up a book. Why are you watching golf? That is bullshit. How about you physically walk your happy ass out to your car with your golf clubs, go over to a driving range and hit some balls for a few hours and get better. Quit watching golf. Who gives a shit? It's the most boring thing on television. You know when's the best time to watch golf? When you need to take a nap. A Saturday afternoon. You've had a long, hard week at work. You get home on a Friday night, maybe you have a drink or two, maybe you go out and enjoy some time with your family, maybe you hang out with your friends, maybe you have a game night and play some Warhammer. The next day, you get up, work out in the yard for a little bit, and you're like, you know what? It'd be really nice? A nap. It'd be really nice. Maybe just lay on the couch for a half hour or an hour. And you know what you do? You turn on the TV and you start flipping it through and you get to the golf channel. ESPN golf or whatever, and you're like, this is nice. This is nice. Look at these golfers in their little golf pants and little golf shoes and the golf hats. Golf is lame. Yep, that's right. And then you wake up 3.5 hours later going, oh my God, I overslept. You know why? Because that golf tournament was 3.5 hours and you slept through all of it. You were forced to go to sleep. That's how boring golf is to watch. Fun to play. I will never take that away from a golf player. Go out and play. Golf is fun to play. Horrible to watch. And you know what? Warhammer is in the same category. You're going to put a camera directly over a table, so you're seeing everything from the top, and you hear some guy going, oh, and then the Death Guard tank Chaos Rhino moves forward 7 inches into enemy territory. It's starting to encroach onto Space Marine Custodes or whatever the hell they're called. It is the most boring thing, and you know what you're watching? You're watching 2 dudes in their 30s or 40s throw 20 dice at a time. Oh, well, we got some critical hits. We got 4, 6. Oh, we got some critical failures. There's 7 ones in there. Let's take those out. And let's get. Oh, we got to re-roll the 4s. I have re-rolls on wounds. I got re-rolls on wounds. Like, dude, no one's watching your shit. Turn your cameras off. No one gives a shit. You know what we want to do? We'd like to play the game. Like, I'd love to play a chess game. I love playing chess. That's what Warhammer is. It's like a mega chess game. Except a lot of, like, your opponent's chess pieces do different shit than your chess pieces. That's what it is, right? The super hardcore strategy game that's going to last anywhere between 90 minutes and 3 hours, right? Like, these are hardcore chess. Chess is fun to play, but I don't want to watch you play chess. That's boring. I don't give a shit. I'm like watching two dudes just move shit across the table. Ugh! So, Warhammer Championship, like Warhammer Tournament Championship Series, like watching these guys play throughout the years and throughout the year, and like their different bracket systems and all that. Definitely a 1. Go fold your laundry. You know, like folding laundry is more fun than watching this shit. Thank you for wasting an hour of my time. I will never watch that again. Thank you. You ruined it for me. You didn't ruin Warhammer. I like playing, but you definitely ruined the watching experience. Never watching again. News that sounds fake. We are moving on to news that sounds fake, but it's real. That's right, folks. News that's real, but it sounds fake. 3 headlines for the week. Our first one, California crowns. That's right, California crowns the world's ugliest dog. The world's ugliest dog. And guess what? It was a 6-year-old pug. It was a rescue named Jenny Lou. Jenny Lou. And it wasn't even their first attempt. This was the 4th attempt. 4th attempt at world's ugliest dog. Like, what are you saying to your dog? Like, you failed year 1. You're like, you know what, Jenny? You're only 1. You're still kind of cute, but we'll keep working on it. Year 2. Jenny, oh my God, we were so close. We were like runner up. We'll keep working on your ugliness. We'll keep, like, I'm gonna keep beating you into the ground until you're just uglier. Year 3, oh, we were runner up again. No treats for you. We gotta work on your halitosis and your hair and your funk and your dreads in your hair, and maybe we'll live in the alley for like 2 months before the competition. Fourth try is the charm. Not even third try. 4th try is the charm. Your dog finally wins. Yeah! My dog's the ugly. Who's crowning ugly dogs? By the way, have you ever seen the Deadpool Wolverine movie? That is probably the most hideous dog I've ever seen on the planet. I wonder if that beat Jenny Lou like 3 years ago. Did that dog beat Jenny Lou and became the ugliest dog? And then Deadpool's like, the producer's like, oh my God, we have to have this ugly little rat dog in our movie, and it's going to lick Ryan Reynolds' tongue in several shots because Deadpool is in love with this dog. Jenny Lou, that could have been you. Jenny Lou, it could have been you in Deadpool. That's what I think. I think that little ugly ass dog beat Jenny Lou. We're just gonna say that's what happened. But Jenny Lou, congratulations. 2026, you're the ugliest dog on the planet. I hope you get all the treats that make you uglier and hideous. Maybe you'll be a 2-year champ, 2 or 3 year champ. Ugliest dog, reigning champion. Who's going to be the defending dog? I want to know. But listen, if you need a dog that's hideous, that's ugly, and that's the world champion dog, go Google Jenny Lou. That's JINNYLU. Jenny Lou, the ugly pooch. Second one, bears break into a California backyard so they can use the pool. All right, so here in Southern California, which is where I reside, bears, mountain lions wandering into people's yard is not new. I don't think that's new. We've seen that happen from time to time. But 2 bears end up going into someone's backyard, and the owners come home and just see the bears chilling. They're drinking the water and they're just chilling, and they did not want to leave. Like, what I'm curious is, like, when you walked in, were the bears just like, were they sitting back, arms up, just chilling? And do bears ever go into the hot tubs? You know, do they ever kind of go like, oh, ooh, this is nice? And then I start thinking, when bears are in a pool, do they ever go in the backyard and do the whole Goldilocks thing? Like, oh, this pool's not big enough. Or this pool's too big. Or, oh, this pool's just right. Or do they do that with the temp? They jump in. Because not all pools are created equal. You got freshwater pools, like the saltwater pools. You have the, highly chlorinated pools. And then you have pools that, have sand bottoms. They have the stone bottoms now. I've been to people where they have the stone on the bottom of their pools. And then you have pools that are really cold. And you have pools that are really warm. Heated pools. Now, did these bears just go in and, try to figure it out? I will say this. If I came home and saw bears in my pool, I'd be so scared. Because I would just be afraid they would see me and try to bust in through the glass window and shit like that. Like bears are pretty terrifying. I've seen bears once. And it was out when I was hiking, and it was a mama bear with 2 cubs. And that's the scary part. If you see cubs out in the wilderness, run away. Stay away. If you're with a group of people, get together, wave your hands around, pick up your hiking poles, make noise, and make yourself look big, because that will scare the bears away. If you're by yourself, you better hide. Maybe not run, because bears will chase you and they can definitely outrun you. But hide and let them be on their merry way and let them get away from you. And don't be carrying smelly food out into the forest, because they can smell that stuff for miles. All right, number 3, the headline. Number 3, California man allegedly crushes a vehicle with a tractor after having an argument. This guy's pissed. This guy is so upset. Look, most of us just yell. We yell, we get upset, and we raise our voices. Maybe we swear. Maybe we give a finger to someone. I've been mad and I've punched things. I've punched a tree once. I've punched walls. I was so angry. Some of us will get, that's the level of physical we'll get. Maybe punching a wall or punching an inanimate object. This guy said, hold my beer, and went and started his tractor. That's what this guy did. My wife says, Chris, you go 0 to 100 in 2.3 seconds. You just escalate to 100. You just lose your shit. A lot of people know my Starbucks story where I lost my shit at a Starbucks drive-thru. And good thing I didn't have a tractor, because maybe I would have went for the tractor. But my wife says to go from 0 to 100. I'm an angry dude, which is why I'm here. Let me sit here and rant about shit. Let me sit here and maybe find some funniness in the stupid shit that people do and people say. This guy, you got 0 to 100. This dude goes 0 to 1,000. This guy just leapfrogged over the planet and went straight to 0 to tractor, bro. This guy goes, shut the hell up, Larry, and runs to his tractor, starts his John Deere, and crushes another vehicle. Your Honor, in the defense of my client, all he had was a tractor. Your Honor, I plead guilty on the crushing car. What is that? Is that do you have to write laws it's illegal to crush someone's car with a tractor? What are we doing, folks? What are we doing? Shout out to tractor crushing person. You just made all of us who did stupid shit look just super petty. You define angry. You look up angry and you see this dude's picture wearing a John Deere hat, dude. That's what you see. This guy, oh my God, where's the video footage of this? I want to see this. I'm gonna have to go on a deep Google dive. Someone had to have posted footage from their car where they caught this guy run to his tractor, come back, and crush another car. I'm just saying, there's got to be footage out there. Amazing, folks. What's in the bucket? This is a segment, folks. What's in the bucket? Shaking the bucket. What's in the bucket? I have a bunch of prompts in here. Random shit to rant about, talk about. And we're going to pull one out and just see what it is, and we're just going to talk about it. For the next few minutes, all right? Here we go. You're seeing it, folks. You're seeing it, folks. You're seeing it first, folks. Here we go. Public affection. Public affection. All right, here we go. Public affection. Why not? First off, public affection. What are we talking about here? There's different levels of public affection. My wife and I have been together 25 years. It'll be 25 years in December. We've been married for 20. I'm all about public affection. My wife and I, we hug hands. We hug each other. And we'll kiss in public. I'm okay. I don't care who sees me kiss my wife. I love my wife to death. She's an amazing person. She's hilarious. She makes me laugh. I like slapping her butt. I like pinching her butt. I like putting my arm around her. I like hugging her and kissing her and blah, 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 blah. But what we don't do is make out. Like, I don't get to first and a half, 1.5 bases in public. Like, we don't, like, what are we doing? We'll be walking somewhere and I'll slide my hand in her back pocket. Kind of like just to kind of hold on to her butt a little bit. That's about as far as we go. I'm okay with that. But there's some people who are just going at it. Tongues in each other's mouth. You can see the drool running off their chin and you see hickeys going down their neck. And I know the hickeys weren't necessarily created right then and there, but it's like, okay, we get it. Can you stop for 5 minutes? Get your donuts at the donut shop and go back to your house, your room, your apartment, your hotel, wherever you're coming from. It doesn't have to happen all day. You have full control of your brain and what it's doing and what you're thinking. Like, turn it off. Like, was it the glazed donuts that made you go, oh yeah, let's make out and let's just stick our tongues in each other's throats and like let's just go for it. Who cares? I mean, dude, come on. And it was a few years ago, what was it, at USC, which is my alma mater, University of Southern California. Shout out Trojans, I love you. But then there was those people who got filmed on top of the tower, you know, bumping uglies on top of the tower for the entire city to see. It's like the highest tower at USC, and these guys are up top. It's a guy and a gal up there having fun, and they're being seen from all over Southern California, basically. You could see them from downtown Los Angeles because USC is close to downtown, and you can Google that and go find it. There's all kinds of weird clips and photos, snapshots, still photos of this couple. And I don't remember the details, but they were dared or something. But like, come on, folks. Turn that side of your brain off. We don't need that. Nobody needs it. You don't need that. You know what you need? You need the donuts. The donuts from Dad's Donuts. They're the best. This is not an endorsed video. I don't get any money or anything, but Dad's Donut in the Valley, Southern California. I love you. Amazing donut. I need to stop eating. Okay, I need to stop. I'm on a new diet, but I really want donuts. I'm not on a donut diet. I need to. No, I don't. All right, moving on. That's public affection. F you and your public affection. Take it back to the bedroom. Take it back to the hotel room, your house, whatever. Keep that shit to yourself. Some simple kisses. Little simple kisses, like pecks, like mwah. Like that's all we need. Holding hands in a pocket, just hanging on to your girl, hanging on to your man, showing that, you know, we're together. That's enough. All right? That's enough. We don't need all the other intimate details. Keep that shit to yourself. Or get an app. You know what? Get an app for it. You guys communicate via app. You can sext each other through an app when you're out in public. So you two see it, but no one else sees it. That's what we do. Or just tap your phones together, and then we'll get it. We'll be like, oh, that's their public affection. Tapping apps. iPhone did that, right? We're doing public affection with iPhones and apps now. Like, here, I want to airdrop. It was, how badass is it that iPhone, I don't know if they created it, but iPhone has this thing called sharing, right? So we're going to airdrop. I'm going to use my iPhone and send something to your phone via airdrop without any data loss. And it's like that. It's boom. My photo, boom, to your phone, boom. Oh, you know what? video relatively quickly, within seconds. Boom. On your phone. Amazing. No down compression, down file sizing or anything like that. Amazing. Like if I send you a video via text, it gets compressed, we lose quality, all that stuff. Whoever created that, amazing. And they're like, you know what we could do that's even better? What if we tap the phones together? If I tap my phone against your phone, boom, it shares my contact info. Boom, it shares my photo. Boom, it shares my video. Amazing. Amazing. But did we need the public affection part? I should get like a little marker and write on the case on the end of mine like ugly, and then I'll put ugly on my wife's case, and then when we tap it, boom, and say we're bumping uglies in public. Boom! Yeah, all right. Remember, this is Kidder, comedy without a filter. Remember, life's absolutely ridiculous. We might as well laugh at it. Thank you so much, folks. I love you. Have a great day.